Welcome to the world of Denba, a leading solutions provider for the food industry. Here we are introducing the Denba Plus. As is well known, flowing water does not decompose. This is one of the key reasons seawater in rivers does not decompose. Denba Plus is a patented product which activates the cells of food by resonating the water molecule clusters inside the food. By creating a Denba space in your existing refrigerator or freezer, you can improve the quality of your refrigeration, freezing, and thawing. This reduces food waste, which is one of the most pressing issues in current Sustainable Development Goals. Denba Plus requires little space for installation and will have no impact on your current workflow. Let's take a look at the actual potential space of Denba Plus. We investigate using the meter. The closer we bring the meter to the Denba-equipped fridge, the stronger the reaction from the meter. This shows that there is an electric field. The creation of this electric field is what makes Denba technologies shine. Let's take a look at what Denba Plus can do for all food industries. Here is an image of water molecules that were conventionally frozen. By using water molecule activation technology, despite the temperature being -4 to 0 degrees, Denba Plus is able to create a chilled environment for which food does not freeze easily. Since we are storing food at a lower temperature, it inhibits the growth of bacteria. Let's have a look at the effects of using Denba Plus. This is a comparison of storing Japanese mustard spinach for 20 days. With conventional storage, the leaves have become black and wilted. We can even see the formation of mold. Using storage equipped with Denba Plus, the leaves have retained their freshness and have experienced no change in color. This is another comparison. This time we stored mangoes for 20 days. With conventional storage, the mangoes are mostly softened and they are not easy to cut. The cross-section of the cuts are also not well defined. On the other hand, the mangoes in storage equipped with Denba Plus are easy to cut, and the cross-sections of the cuts are clean. Additionally, the mangoes taste sweeter and retain a higher fiber content than the mangoes conventionally stored. This time, we compare the storage of pork liver. This is a comparison of the storage of pork liver on the second day. When compared to the liver stored in the Denba Plus environment, the liver stored conventionally led to a more watery product. On the third day, the conventionally stored liver is even more watery and has a higher viscosity. The liver stored in the Denba environment, however, is less watery, and the freshness is also preserved. This is a case study of crab storage. Normally, crab can only be stored for 4 days. However, using Denba Plus, the crab can be stored for 6 days. Extending the shelf life reduces food waste, which leads to increased sales. Up until now, improvements in freezing quality have only been possible by using quick freeze technologies. But Denba Plus makes it possible to obtain freezing quality that surpasses that of quick freeze technologies. Let's compare ice crystals under conventional freezing and Denba Plus freezing. On the left, we see an ice crystal formed in a conventional freezing environment, whereas the crystal on the right was formed in the Denba Plus environment. Using Denba Plus water molecule resonating technology, the ice crystals formed are round, small, and do not have spikes. This makes it possible to reduce damage to the cell membranes during freezing. Under conventional freezing, it takes longer to pass through the temperature range of approximately -1 to -5 degrees, which is known as the maximum ice crystal formation zone. During this time, the ice crystals form spikes. The expansion of the spikes is what destroys the cell membranes. In contrast, in the Denba Plus environment, the temperature passes through the maximum ice crystal formation zone much faster, suppressing expansion and reducing the damage to cells. Thus, the ice crystals in the Denba Plus environment do not form spikes, and the ice crystals are round and small, which makes higher quality freezing with less cell destruction possible. Let's consider a case study for freezing in the Denba Plus environment. This is a comparison of frozen abalone. Using conventional freezing, the flesh is flat, crushed, and softened. The liver also has an unpleasant smell. Whereas in the Denba Plus environment, it has not been crushed and looks as if it is still alive. The liver remains intact, has a crunchy texture, and retains its quality. Next is a comparison of frozen horse mackerel. After thawing, the flesh and gills of the conventionally frozen horse mackerel turned brown, and the flesh lost its elasticity. In the case of Denba Plus freezing, the color is vibrant, the meat retains its elasticity, and the freshness of the horse mackerel is preserved. This is a comparison of frozen oysters. In case of conventional freezing, the texture of the oyster has changed, and the quality has deteriorated after thawing. On the other hand, in the Denba environment, the quality is better, and the texture does not suffer any major changes. The fishermen have even said, the oysters taste even better after freezing. By freezing the oysters when they're in season, we can sell the oysters at their freshest all year round. To solve the problems of loss of weight through watery products and quality deterioration during thawing, you no longer need equipment like thawing accelerators anymore. Your existing refrigerator can be turned into a high-quality thawing device just by adding Denba Plus to it. In the conventional thawing process, the food is gradually thawed from the outside to the center. As defrosting continues, the outside of the food begins to dry out, and the quality of the thawing is lower. In contrast, thawing with Denba Plus uses resonant motion to ensure that the heat is transferred evenly between the outside and the center of the food, allowing it to defrost evenly and leading to a less watery product. Using a thermographic camera, we can compare how heat is transferred to a frozen pumpkin during thawing. In the conventional thawing process, there is an uneven temperature distribution between the outside and the center, whereas there is no unevenness in the temperature during the thawing process in the Denba environment. This high-quality thawing has led to an improvement in product yield. This is a comparison of thawing pork. Conventionally, thawing results in a watery product, whereas thawing in a Denba Plus environment results in a significantly less watery product. This leads to better retention of flavor. Here are some examples of where Denba Plus has been installed. Denba Plus has been used in commercial and professional cold storage, warehouses, containers, and trucks. No matter what your cooling needs are, we have the right product for you. We spoke to Minami Nihon Logistics Company about their experience with Denba Plus.
我々物流網としてですね、コールドチェーンというのを
Shipping fresh foods long distances reduces the freshness and hygiene of the food, even if our cold chain logistics services are available nationwide. Denba technology makes long-distance transportation of fresh foods possible for us. We strongly recommended Denba technologies to different manufacturers and suppliers of chicken meat and other meat products. Up until now, these manufacturers and suppliers were using expensive quick freeze technologies to obtain higher freezing quality. A test comparing the thawing of meat stored conventionally and meat stored in the Denba environment was performed several times, and it proved that when the meat is taken out of the refrigerator, the meat stored in the Denba environment has the stronger inhibitory effect on bacterial growth than the one stored conventionally. The meat stored in Denba environment maintained its flavor and nutritional content, and its freshness and color are significantly preserved as well.
いうデータも開示いただいて、非常に高評価をいただいています。農業の農家の
With the rapidly aging and decreasing farming workforce of Japan, the domestic food self-sufficiency rate is only 30%, and it's said that it will become even lower by 2025.
前半までになってしまうだろう。本当にこのフードレスというのは
Food insecurity is an issue both globally and at home in Japan.
ただこれを解決するのは
Resolving this problem requires cross-industry cooperation between retail, manufacturing, and logistics. By synergistically collaborating with Denba, we're looking forward to achieving great success in the future. Denba Plus is certified worldwide, and our factory is certified according to the international standard ISO 9001. Denba Plus is a space potential generator technology, patented worldwide. It is a unique technology that is expected to make contributions to a wide range of SDGs, Sustainable Developing Goals, in particular, the global issue of food waste. Denba aims to make further contributions to the food industry as a leading food preservation technology company, which specializes in retaining the freshness of food.